It's Shelby's Comics, and it's time for another Shelby Comics mail call. So we've got, you can't see them off the screen. We've got 4 boxes here. 2 big ones, 1 small one, and from Amazon, we got our Marvel box. This comes in bi-monthly, and this month is Marvel Lucha Libre edition. So let's check out and see what we got in this Marvel box. So we'll open it up. Oh, so if you can see that, 3 Funko Pops. So let's see. We have some stickers. So Mexican wrestling. Oh, that's cool. I'm not going to try and pronounce, but it's Venom Venoite. Okay, so I guess I will try to pronounce it. Venide. Anyway, it's a Mexican wrestler, Venom. Then we have Spider-Man Aracino. So Mexican wrestling Spider-Man. And then El Animal Indestructible. So a Mexican wrestling Wolverine. So what's funny is, oh, I wonder if I got a special one or something. Or maybe it's just the collector core version. So normally it comes like that in the blue and yellow, which I like. But mine is black and white. I mean, not black and white, gray and black. So I don't know. I don't know if that's maybe special to the collector core box or something. Because even on the back, it shows blue and white. You can see all the different ones. There's a Captain Marvel. There's a green and purple one, Futuriso. There's a Deadpool. Here, I'll show y'all. Let y'all decipher. There you go. Looks like it's focused in. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'm not, I watched wrestling when I was younger. He's got the spider tattoo on his chest instead of a shirt. But definitely I'm not into Mexican wrestling or anything. So yeah, y'all tell me. And these could be available for sale if anybody's interested. Let's see, we got some bubble wrap, nothing in it. And then we got a little, so the Captain Marvel little keychain one. So, kind of cool. Excuse me. This is only bi-monthly, so, you know, if it's every month, I wouldn't subscribe to it. But it's bi-monthly, so, you know, I'm not a big pop fan, but, you know, it's kind of cool. All right. So this is from a company I bought from several times, Planet ZX6. So this is my 3rd time, I think, buying from them. So if it's my 3rd time, you can probably suspect that I like the company. I would definitely check them out on eBay, and I will drop the link below. And everything comes nicely packaged. So move that out of the way. And they do it in this paper bag, which is nice. It's inside the Gemini in a paper bag, so you don't have to worry about tape being on the comics. So I appreciate that extra thought. If you saw my eBay video, I believe yesterday I dropped it, or the day before, I was talking about you can buy Geminis with those backers, and it looks like they did it and are using those backers. So get rid of the paper bag, and let's see. Oh yeah, so they had a special deal. So one thing is, if there's a store I like and I've given them a review, you know, like on this channel, I usually send them an IG if they have an IG and tell them. And I'll tell you, a couple of times I've had these stores reach back out to me and say, hey, look, you get 15% off from now on. Thanks for the great review. Thank you for posting a video. And so they had a deal, and I was able to purchase some Daredevil 25 second prints. I wasn't really going to invest in this, but they gave me such a fairly good deal that I went ahead and did that. So yeah, great deal. Thank you, Planet ZX6. Alright, so I have two bigger boxes here, both from, should be from the same person, and they are. So I'd mentioned on auction, somebody had asked me for some Batman and things like that, and I had an opportunity to buy some lots from a person, and so you can see how it's packaged. Pretty nice. You know, put a little bubble on top, keep things from shifting around, and then the books are kind of individually packaged in paper. Feeling them, and it feels like they're not bag and boarded, so that's okay. I got them at a good price, so I could pass the savings on to you. So most of these should be Batman books. Like I said, not bag and boarded. They just threw a bunch of them into a single magazine bag, which is fine as long as they're not damaged. And I didn't buy these as high grade or anything. I knew they were, you know, VF copies and such, but I was able to get a good deal. This seems like a cover I see all the time. So Batman, 414, 415, 416, 421, 422, 409, 410, 411, 412, and 413. This is cool. This is a Walt Simonson cover. 413. So, and there's a lot of good artists and such. So like I said, this is a Walt Simonson cover. Dwyer did the internal, it looks like, but Cockrum was doing the internal art on these. Is it Dave Cockrum? Yeah, it's Dave Cockrum from X-Men fame was doing the art on this. Doesn't really look like his art. The inkers definitely applying their style on top of his art, but still cool Dave Cockrum art. So yeah, a few Batmans I'll be bagging and boarding, putting out for sale. And let's open the next. Oh, we'll reuse that white paper, that's for sure. So again, just a bunch of books and magazine bags. And let's see. Alright, Batman 433. Let me see if all of them are in here. 433, they are. 434. and 435. So if you don't know about this little run, this is John Byrne writing Batman. So John Byrne had moved over to DC, had done his run on Superman, and wrote this Batman story. Really good story, really good story. He didn't do the interior artwork, but it is his writing. And what is special about this first issue is there's no words. It is a wordless comic. So you just simply tell the story through pictures, which I think is pretty cool. I know some people collect simply wordless comics, but you can understand the whole story just through the pictures. So pretty inventive of John Byrne, the writer, which he's mainly known as an artist, to write a wordless comic. So it's amazing. It's a great story too. So it's about a whole bunch of Batman impersonators that are being killed off, and that's why it's called The Many Deaths of Batman. Definitely do yourself a favor. Purchase these. They're not very expensive. I'll be selling them. So it looks like I got a few copies. So Batman Year 3. The first issue, so 436. Number 437. And we skip around a little bit. Number 424. 425. And I remember all these covers and such. I owned a store during this time. Now this is and these are too. If you notice the writer, Jim Starlin from the creator of Thanos and Star-Lord, all that cosmic stuff over at Marvel, wrote Batman for a little while. This is also Jim Starlin, and the person that was doing the art for that John Byrne collection is just talking about Aparo, is doing the art. So very cool. So that was 430, 431, and 432. Alright, and then the last, nope, two more little packages in this box. And all this is Batman, if I'm not mistaken. Batman always sells pretty well. People are always looking for Batman. Again, I feel like I see a lot of these books around. You know, this was definitely during the upper trend of the comics explosion in the late 80s, early 90s. So it looks like I might have the full set. So 438, third part of Batman Year 3. And 439. So it looks like I have a full set. 440. This was a great story too. A Lonely Place of Dying. I remember I was reading Batman back then. So Marv Wolfman doing the writing, George Perez and Aparo doing the art. So I think George Perez, yeah, he's a co-plotter, and then Aparo is the artist. So probably George Perez went in, did the roughs and such. But yeah, I mean, you got so many great artists and writers that were coming on to Batman at that time. So that's 441, 442. Kind of a minor key there. 443. So that's why I bought this. It's a pretty complete run. Most books are VF. A few are nicer. Like this is a really nice copy, 444. 445, 446, 447. So I have a feeling the person I bought these from, this was probably his personal collection. Obviously he didn't bag and board his comics back then. They've probably been sitting in a box. I feel like they've been, you know, read once and put away. Some are in a little better condition than others, but you know, I was really happy to buy his collection and pick these up. And again, I got them at a pretty good price, so I'll probably be starting these out at like $1 a book on the auctions if anybody's interested. All right. Then we have, I'll just kind of hold them up like this, see if I can. 453, 454, 455, 456, and 457. Little minor key there. Let me see. And it is the error copy. So it has the 000 down there on the bottom. I'm sure he didn't realize this was the error copy when he sold me the books, but you know, definitely happy to get that. Okay, let me rearrange myself. I got stuff all at my feet. All right, 448, 449. Cool Joker cover. Again, Marv Wolfman still writing. 450. Another cool Joker cover. 451. And there are some repeats. And then 452. So that was everything on that box. Alright, so I got another box from this same seller. And again, it should all be Batman. I'm always on the lookout for Batman. Batman is definitely one of those things that always sells. And, you know, ever since the late 80s, if you didn't know this, Batman is your gold standard in terms of comic sales. Batman has reigned for 30 years as the #1 book that constantly sells high. Sells a lot of copies every month. And Diamond always uses Batman sales as its benchmark. So if you have a comic book that exceeds the number of Batman books, then you know you're doing something right as you know, as a company or for that book. So Batman is always seen as that plateau for comic book sales. All right, so like I said, I picked up a bunch of duplicates of things. This run and these look uncirculated, so I'm not sure if the guy would, you know, pick these up at some point or maybe own something. I'm not sure. But this Nightfall storyline with Bane has actually been gaining a little bit of heat over about the past 6 months. And this is Kelly Jones artwork on the covers. So this is Batman 498, Batman Nightfall. Move these off to the side. I got a couple of copies of those, $4.99, and then $4.97 with that. So several copies of that. Let's open up this bag. Okay. Alright, this is just the regular. It's not, doesn't have the fold, the other cover that goes around it, Batman 500. Like this one. See, this one has the folding cover, Batman 500. I think I showed some of these already, $4.99. A few more of the different versions of the 500. And then with Azrael, after Batman gets his back broken, 501, 502, and 503. So, again, Kelly Jones artwork. Cool Catwoman cover. Alright, and then the last bag. This looks like some duplicates of what I just showed, but a few things that aren't. So 489, 492, 494, another 494, and then a 495. Then we have 496 and 497 that I showed already with the little cover. So yeah, that is it for all of those. So yeah, I'm really happy to have picked these up. Got them at a fairly good price, so I can definitely pass the savings on to all of you ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, probably most of these I'll be starting out in the auctions at $1 a book. You know, nothing amazing. Like I said, most of the books are probably VF, but definitely, yeah, nice stack, unbagged and boarded Batman books that I'll be putting together. Hey, so remember, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment below. Tell me if there's any of these that you're needing and you're looking for. Tell me what you think about the old Daredevil 25 with the Elektra becoming Daredevil. So I think this book was really hot. It kind of dropped off. I was finding some, these are second prints, of course, and I actually saw a first print for $25 this past week. I probably should have picked it up, but I think it gained some heat right there at the beginning. Then they went to second printings, so you know, like I said, I got them at a fairly good price. But anyway, hey, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you know every time that I'm dropping a new video. I appreciate all your love and support. Catch me on Gorilla Todd's Saturday auction, and I will see you then. So remember, peace, love, and comics. Thank you all. Bye.